There we go. Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Strong4Life. I'm David, if we've not met, and I guess a virtual handshake right there. Hello, everybody. So glad you're all here. All right. So we got a lot of body weight work today, but we will do some stuff with some equipment. So it's not necessary. I can show some options as well. But I do have some weights, some light weights here. I've got some resistance bands. They happen to match in my shirt and my shoes today. It's the only resistance band I have, so there you go. I always have to wear red when I do that. And I also have some cans over here. Okay, I've got some, what do I got? Mandarin oranges and white syrup, and then black beans. We don't use these very much, so I imagine this one may stick around for a while. And black beans, so I don't know, we can make something Asian inspired or maybe some Jamaican food with these two afterwards. But for right now, we're going to use them as just a little bit of resistance in our hands if we need to. Okay, all right. Just set those down to the side, stack them up nicely, and let's get our bodies moving. It's time for Strong4Life today. Here we go. It's time for a little march. Time for a little march. Good. So we're getting our bodies going. And of course, no music. Don't want to violate any copyright rules and stuff like that, and it'll limit our ability to save these videos and have them for replayability. So if you got some tunes you want to listen to, go ahead and put those tunes on. Okay, what are we listening to today? What are we listening to today? Some 70s, 1969 playlist, something like that. Let's reach side to side. Good. From those fingertips, just step side to side, press those heels down. I like 1973. That was the year I was born, 1973, and that's one of my favorite playlists. I like to play in class. Good. Reach nice and high. Good. Good stretch of those ribs. Excellent. And through those shoulders. And then let's bring those arms parallel, a little twist and pivot, going side to side, just to loosen up through our lower back and engage our core a little extra right there, making sure we're picking up those feet. I got my J's on this morning, my Michael J's, my Jordans. There we go, the bright red, they match the shirt. Here we go. They match the shirt, they match my resistance tube. So a lot of stuff happening. Okay, and then come front and center wide stance, knees to the toes, a little squat and reach. And as we reach, we're lifting those heels up just a little bit to squeeze through those calves and get those arches of our feet and those muscles in our feet working as well. That plantar fascia, get that working. Good. Just one more time right here, and then stay up, swim and kick. A little bit of coordination, as we use opposite hand and opposite foot. Okay, no need for a hand and foot to touch, but if you can, that's great, and if you can't, that's great. There we are. Get a little hip mobility, some shoulder mobility right here. Swim those arms through. Try to bring that full range of motion right here, waking up our bodies. All right, let's get on with those hips now. And bring those knees out to the sides. Good. Ivan with you. If you're with us, happy birthday, Ivan. Hope you have a wonderful day, Ivan. All right. Oh, yeah. Ivan's always good in class. He always keeps me honest in terms of the time. And he usually says, Dave, that's about enough of that. That was about enough of that. Keeps me nice and honest. And that's about enough of these, so let's tuck our elbows in, thumbs behind us, alternate the hands one over the other. Just work those rotators, those shoulders, getting them working. Yeah, here we are. All right. Good. Now we're going to go through those just one more time from the top. Let's march it out, and we're going to speed through them just a little bit faster. Bring those knees up, and now side to side, reach overhead. Biceps to those ears. Reach as high as you can. Through those fingertips, lengthen that side of our body. Good, now twist and pivot, arms parallel. Still picking up those feet and rotate side to side. Outstanding. Good, and then front and center 4 and no more. That's the count of how many squats we do. Just 4, but don't go beyond that. Okay, when you're done with 4 and no more, swim and kick. Here we go. All right, swim it through. Good. Already starting to feel more loose. Already starting to feel warmed up. And then those knees, side to side, work those hips. Nice and wide. Yeah, there we are. That looks great. Perfect. And then tuck those elbows in again. We got it. Perfect. Good. So our body's prepped and we are ready to go. We're going to start with a little cardio, which means we're going to get that heart rate climbing a little bit more and continue to heat up our body tips to toes. Heat up our body, tips to toes. Okay, the first one we got is called a lunge kick through. It's not a full-on lunge, it's just a step back and kick through. So we're going to plant our right foot down. It's just going to stay there. We're just going to step back and draw that right knee up. Okay, so whenever you're ready, go ahead and get started. We'll stay right here, 30 seconds. Keeping that right foot planted, and just stay on this same side the whole time. We'll hit the other side the next time we do it. Good. Big kick. We can also just tap the toe up to the side. So tap back and tap forward. So pick the option that works best for you and just get your body moving today. Okay, that's all we're trying to do is just get a little bit of movement on our bodies. Makes our bodies feel good, makes our minds feel happy. Good, we're at 3, 2, and done right there. Perfect. All right. Next up, we've got 4 high knees and 4 jumping jacks. The high knees look something like this. It's a little march, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jumping jacks side to side, 4, 3, and 2, 1. Or we can go a little faster, high knees and jumping jacks, 4 hopping in and out. Okay, 4 and 4, clock starts now. Here we go, just 30 seconds. 4 high knees, and then tap it out side to side. Right there, 4 and 4. Okay, why are we doing this? A little bit of coordination right there. Okay, keeping our minds sharp. Keeping our minds sharp, making us think about how we're moving our bodies. Okay, that's the value here. You gotta pay attention to what you're moving and how you're moving. You gotta count. I know it's a big number. Whoops, see? And I already messed up that count. 3, 2, and done. Good stuff. Good stuff. Anybody already feeling that heartbeat a little bit more? I'm feeling it. Good. All right. This next one's called a squat pull down. Squat pull down. We're going to step side to side. Just bring our hands together as if we have a handle that we're holding on to. We're going to bring those hands to our hips. So just side to side. Come into that squat and pull those hands down. Okay, as we come into that squat, make sure those knees are looking at those toes. If there's little eyeballs on those knees, they're staring right off the front of your foot. Yeah, get some googly eyes. Get some googly eyes and tape them on the front of your knees. And then make those googly eyes look at your toes. That'd be a way to get it to go, right? I don't know. But you get what I mean. We got 3, 2, and done. All right. So a little breather right there. We'll take about a 20-second breather. Let our heart rate come down just a little bit. And we'll do those 3 again. That's our cardio this morning. All right. You can hear my breath. I'm breathing. Something's happening today. Okay? And chances are you're feeling the same way. All right. So we're going to plant that left foot now. Lunge and kick through or step back and kick through. It's not a full-on lunge, remember? Okay, so just plant that left leg, keep it right there. 30 seconds begins right now. Again, either just kicking that knee through or tapping the toe up to the side. Good. There we are. Now you also see I have a little chair right here. Okay, sometimes we use the wall, sometimes we use the chair. Okay, just for some stability. And so, have it nearby. Make it make sense for you, okay? That's all we're trying to do. We can move our bodies and it still be something that we do with confidence, okay? Take a break right there. Excellent. 4 and 4. 4 high knees and 4 jacks. And it's time to go. Here we go. Give me 4 and 4. Here we are. Moving. In 30 seconds each right here. Looking great. Keep on going. Keep on moving. That's it. Raise those hands up. Get that shoulder mobility working. Raise those hands up high. Get them. 5 more seconds. We got this. Come on. And done. Okay. All right. Back to those squat pull downs. You can just side to side with those feet. Okay, step in wide. So we start narrow, and then we step wide, and we pull down those hands like we're pulling a lever. Like we're pulling a handle. Just bring them down to your hips. 30 seconds right here. Good stuff. Excellent. Halfway. Come on. Stay with me. Let's go. Come on. We got it. We're getting close now. Finish strong. Finish moving. 3, 2, and done. Okay. All right, we'll take just a little bit longer break here, about 30 seconds or so. And then we're going to focus on some stability and some balance. Excellent job on those. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, just catching our breath. Catching our breath. A little sip of water. I took some. Mine's hot water that's flavored. It's flavored like coffee. It's probably coffee, so that's why. Yeah, there we go. I gotta get my coffee going into my bloodstream. Okay, it's time for some balance and stability. Okay, when we practice our balance, when we challenge our balance a little bit, we do it in a safe environment, okay, and it just makes us stronger and better at our balance. This one's called a standing pigeon and tap. So it's a moving type of balance move. We're going to plant our right foot on the ground, bring our left ankle above our right knee, come to a little pigeon, and then tap off to the side. Now, if going above that right knee is not in the cards today, that's fine. Just cross the ankles and then tap out to the side. Okay? So now there's a couple of ways to tap out to the side. We can totally rock out to the side, and that's fine because we get some value of stopping the momentum right here. Or we can keep all of that weight on the right side and be nice and quiet up top to where we're tapping, we're not placing really any weight on that left foot. 3, 2, and then a switch. Okay, so you get kind of the choice of what you want, okay? And I would say, I'm going to start with maybe what's comfortable, but then maybe challenge yourself to something that's not so comfortable. Okay, left foot stays planted this time, and then that right foot, good, comes down and taps. You see me wobbling right there a little bit. See, that's going to happen. It's going to happen, and that's okay. Again, above or below the knee with that right ankle. Okay, you don't have to go very deep in that standing pigeon. Okay, it's not about focusing on the stretch here. It's really about just creating some agitation on our body and forcing our body to find that stability. Okay, 3, 2, and done. Perfect. Good. Now we're going to go to a lateral lunge and a knee lift. So lateral lunge and a knee lift. Okay, so it means we're going to push off the ground. So we're gonna move towards the right side. Move towards the right side. So it's going to look something like this. So a little lateral lunge and then push and stop that momentum. Lunge and push. Okay, another option here, lunge and tap the foot in. And we can also use that chair just right out in front. Lunge and bring that knee up. Okay, so we got it right there. Just position it to where it's more stable for you. We're going 30 seconds, so if you're not moving already, let's get moving. And you can see me using my hand on my leg, okay? So what I do there is I stay high on my hips, try to avoid my knee. Try to avoid my knee. Okay, we don't need to put any extra stress on the knee, okay? So keep that knee happy, happy knee, happy knee. Yeah, so with those googly eyes that are on your knees, if you want, then just take a little marker and draw a happy face, a little happy smile. Let's switch sides. There we go. So then we're going to just get big happy faces written on our knees. They're going to look at our toes the whole time. Good. Let's switch to the other side. Here we go. Lateral lunge and a knee lift or tap the toe in. There we go. So if you're looking for a craft project today, something crafty to do, something to occupy your time, get some googly eyes and draw smiley faces on your knees. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, I'll let that one go. I'll let that one go. It's time to move on to something else. Okay, we're still doing this one though. We're still doing this exercise. Okay, I'm just not going to talk about, googly eyes anymore. All right, 3 and 2 and done right there. Whew. All right. It's time to go a little Pee Wee Herman style with our workout now. Both feet on the ground. We're going to have both feet on the ground, but practice our balance. Okay, just remember that song Tequila. Maybe get that rhythm inside your head. So we're going to start with one foot right in front of the other. Okay, as if we're stepping on a single board. We're gonna go 2 forward and 2 back. There we go. If you want to get those fancy arms right there, little Pee Wee Herman style. Yeah. All right, here we are. All right, I'll stop singing for you. I'll stop singing. 2 forward and 2 back. Trying to feel both heels and toes on the ground. Trying to keep them right in front of each other. Good. As if we're walking on that board. But don't get bored. Don't get bored. I don't want you to get bored. You know, we can have fun and still work out, but don't get bored. Just walk on the board. Okay? All right. 3 and 2 and done right there. Very nice. Okay. Straight on balance now. No moving. What we're going to do is plant that right foot on the ground and lift our left knee up. And we can hold that left knee if we want, just with that left hand, just to the outside, and we're just gonna stay right here. That's all we're doing. We're gonna stay right here. How long can we stay right here? Well, we're gonna start with about 30 seconds and see how that feels. Okay? So that's all we're doing is balancing. Now if you want, you can release that hand and just use the muscles in your leg to hold up that leg. Actually, it's the muscles in your core that hold up the leg. You can feel that core engaging, and in through those hip flexors, that's part of our core. So that's what's lifting up the leg. We're about 3 seconds away. 2, 1, and done. Good. And then switch to the other side. Left foot down, right knee up. Again, initially support it right there with that right hand. And again, if you need the wall or the chair, okay? Right? Do what makes sense for you. All right, and then I just release my leg, and maybe, you know, hopefully that leg stays right where it's at and doesn't fall down. Yeah, right. Good stuff. Hanging on for about 5 more seconds. Really hitting those hip flexors. 3, 2, and take a break right there. We'll take just a little bit longer break so I can get a sip of water. I hope you get a sip of water, and let's come back and we'll do those 4 again in just a moment. And I'm going with my hot water that's flavored like coffee. It's interesting. Yeah. Y'all. Okay. All right. Take a few more moments right here. A little sip of water. Let those legs shake out a little bit. Okay. All right, so we're going to get right back to it. We're going to do that standing balanced pigeon and tap. Right foot stays on the ground. Right foot stays on the ground. Again, that left ankle above that right knee. Sit down into it and tap that left foot off to the side. Remember the 2 versions. We can either rock into that left foot, okay? That's probably a little bit easier to do. I don't know, I mean, it's all relative to each one of you, right? Maybe that's the harder one. You know, I don't want to, you know, set my expectations on what you're feeling. I can't feel it for you. I can only show you what to move and how to move it and do it safely. Good. Last one. Let's switch to the other side. Okay. I mean, I'd do it for you if I could. I'd do it. I'd burn the calories for you if I could. I'm moving anyway, yeah? All right. Good. So that right ankle above that left knee. That'd be revolutionary though, right? Yeah. If I could do your exercise for you and you get the benefit. When do I get the benefit? I don't know. Okay. Now I'm just talking gibberish, but that's what I normally do in Strong for Life. Oh yeah. Okay. Very nice. Couple more. Excellent job. Last one. We done. Good. All right. Lateral lunge and knee lift. We're going to start by going to that lateral off to the right side. So just a little bit down. Again, watch those knees, stay high in those hips, and then knee lift or just tap the toes in. Okay, remember that chair right there. That's an option, and that's good stuff. You can also just face a wall and do the same thing. So that value, stopping that momentum, okay? Not letting our bodies go completely over, okay? Pushing, no pushing big. See, I almost went over there because I just tried that. I just experimented with pushing just a little bit harder. Pushing a little bit harder. Okay, all right. Last one, other side. Very nice, very nice. That left foot, stepping out to the left. Here we go. Big knee lift right there. That's the way to do it. Sure-footed. Sure-footed. We're building additional strength. We're getting even stronger. Challenging our balance a little bit more. This is all good for our bodies. Excellent. And we're done with that one. All right. It's back to Pee Wee Herman's tequila. I'm going to face to the side on this one just so you can see a side view. Okay, I'm just going to keep my feet one in front of the other, and then I'm walking. You can see I've got toes to heels, heels to toes. I don't necessarily keep them that way as I start walking because it gets a little bit out of control. All right, so you can keep your hands to your side, eyeballs looking down, 2 forward and 2 back. Try and stay on that same line. Stay on that same line. There we are. Of course, I didn't see what the clock, I didn't see where we started, so I'm just gonna have to do a Dave 30 seconds on this one. Whenever I feel like being done, that's what it is. Okay, or whenever you feel like you're being done, you can just stop, okay? Last one, and we're done right there. Perfect. Okay, that was about 30 seconds, give or take, plus or minus, probably plus 10 seconds. Okay, right foot planted on the ground, left knee lifting, and we're just gonna hold that knee up, okay? Either with that, I'm just using a couple fingers right there, just to hold right under and behind the knee, just to keep that leg up there. Then I'm gonna release. You can do what you want, right? Okay, just keep that knee lifted. Can even see I wobbled out of that, okay? And that's fine. We just come right back into it. Good, keep that knee right there. Keep that knee, don't let it fall. Keep that knee, lean into it, stand tall. Keep after it, Okay, we're almost there. We got about 3 and 2, and we'll move on to the other side. Perfect, perfect. Okay, left foot down, right knee comes on up. There we go. Again, start initially by just holding on to that knee. You can keep the hand right there the entire time or release that hand. All right, I like my hands just off to the side here. Okay, you can put them on your hips. You do whatever you want, whatever's comfortable. Put them in your pockets, just hang out. Just like, I'm just hanging out, This is how I hang out. I'm out walking about or at the store. I just hang out like this, like a stork, like a flamingo. That's right. This is a flamingo-looking pose right here. All right, and 3, 2, release. Very nice. That concludes our strength or our stability and balance portion of Strong for Life. We're moving on to build the strength now, even stronger in those legs of ours. So that's what we're going to focus on first. We got a couple exercises for us, and they'll leverage the weights or the tubes or the cans or nothing at all, okay? So we'll just need 1 dumbbell to begin with. 1 dumbbell or 1 weight. I'm just going to use a dumbbell on this one, okay? And it's called a suitcase squat, which means we're only loading up one side of our body. I'm going to just put a weight in my right hand, and that's it, okay? Just loading up one side of my body. Now, if you're thinking, oh, all I got is a resistance tube right here, okay, you can still just load up one side of your body. Just step that tube right here into just that one side, okay? Just that one side, and then do that. Just make sure you keep the feet on that resistance tube. All right, here we go. Suitcase squats. It's time. 30 seconds. We'll come down and up. I like to throw this left arm out there. It's called a ghost arm. Okay, just to kind of, if it's pointing out there, thumb up toward the sky, just helps to kind of help guide me a little bit. Knowing that that arm's hanging free, I don't know what else to do with it. I mean, I guess I can put it in my pocket. That doesn't feel right. Okay, so just put the ghost arm out there, and if you're pointing straight ahead, chances are you're keeping your shoulders and hips square, because that's what we want to do. Shoulders and hips square. Okay, and we also want to avoid our shoulders from rocking down into that weight, so we want to keep them parallel to the ground. Good. Because if my hand's pointing way out here, chances are my whole body's pointing way out there, and that's no bueno. That's no good. All right, 3 and 2 and done. We'll do the other side next time. Okay? All right, catching our breath right there. And now we're going to do a clean and a press, or clean and a raise, clean and lift, I'm sorry. Okay, so a wider stance with the weights or no weight, or a can. Don't know about a good option with the, there's probably a good option with the band right here, just in terms of separating our feet and driving up one hand. Let me show that just real quick, and then we'll get to it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is just come right here, and then just press one hand up. Press one hand up at a time. That will get the general idea once I get into this. So with the weight or can or nothing at all, just act like you have something, wide stance. We're gonna put that weight right there. We're gonna pick it up off the ground, and then with our legs, drive it up toward the sky. Good, making sure we're holding on to that weight. Now we don't have to drop it on the ground. We can just exchange hands at the bottom of that squat. Just exchange hands, okay? And try to use the legs to lift the weight. Now, if going overhead is a problem, then bring it right here. Just a little clean and press right to the shoulders, okay? Good. So we got all sorts of options. We're making our bodies move today, and that's how it works. That's how it works. Whoo! Right at 3 and 2 and done. Let's set the weights down. Okay. All right. Good. Now, something with just no weights in our hands. Just a little bit of something to make sure we're keeping that heart rate going. Just a little weighted or unweighted squat, pulse, or hop. So feet about shoulder width apart, and we're gonna just pulse. We're gonna pulse. Okay, go ahead and begin with me. Here we go. Just 20 seconds, just a little pulse. Staying in those legs, and if you want, add a little hop, and a little hop. And here I'm just leaving the ground, but only a little bit. You can always just lift up onto those heels, okay? Nice, 3, 2, and done. That's enough of that. All right, I need a sip of water, and go ahead and take one for yourself. All right, little breather, let that heart rate come down, just naturally, and then we'll get back to it. All right, well that felt like something on the legs, and we're gonna do that one more time, each of those exercises. Back to the suitcase squats. This time the weight's in the left hand, the bands are on the left side, okay? And if we've got nothing in terms of equipment, just do some squats and throw up that ghost hand, just leave that one hand to the side. Okay, here we go, 30 seconds. Down and up, nice. Just using those hips, driving those knees towards those toes. Good squat position. Just imagining that we're sitting down on a chair. Okay, just imagine I'm coming over here to this chair and I'm just trying to sit down on it, okay, without touching the chair. All right, so that's the idea with squats, is we lean forward just a little bit, offset our balance, stick our tailbones out, stick our butts to the back of the room, and get there. 3, 2, and done. Good. Hold on to that weight or the band or the can. Clean and lift. Okay, wider stance. All right, and here we go. We're gonna come down to that squat and just drive that weight up overhead, using the legs to power the hands. Okay, what this is not a squat and then a raise, okay? This is a squat and then using the legs to lift the hands. You can even just come out of it and lift those heels up a little bit because you're driving through those legs, powering through those legs. Okay, 3, 2, and done. Set them down. Set them down. Excellent job. Excellent job. Okay, back to that squat pulse. Nothing in our hands at all. No weights required on this one. It's all just moving you. Okay, all right, little squat pulse or hops. 20 seconds begins right about now. Good, little pulse. Good form, good form. Trying to avoid going all the way down, trying to avoid coming all the way up, halfway. Stay in those legs. Getting that heart rate going. 5 more seconds, come on. Hang with me, hang with me. 3, 2, and done. Okay, all right, definitely earned a little bit of a breather right there. Catch your breath. I don't know about you, but I'm getting a little condensation going. I'm getting a little condensation going. A little Dave precipitation going on the forehead. All right, little sip, a little breather, and we'll come right back. Upper body strength. Okay, all right. Let me demonstrate the first exercise we're going to do with the band just real quick. Cross body curls. Cross body curls. So we're going to start with our hands just right at our hips, come across our body. Okay, so you see my hands. Normally when we do bicep curls, the hands go from the hips right to the front shoulder, okay? They don't pass across our body. So on these, we're going to cross our body from the opposite shoulder to the same shoulder. We're going to alternate side to side, alternate hands, okay? All right, same general motion with the weights or with the hands. All right, so let's get them going. Let's get them going. Good, nice, strong stance with those feet. Weights start right there, cans start right there, hands start right there, and come across our body. Now the idea with cross body curls is to bring your pinky finger a little bit closer to the front of your shoulder, okay? Turn the hand in, get a little extra squeeze on that bicep muscle, a little extra squeeze, okay? I just turn to the side just so you can see kind of where my hands are going. You can see, now if my hands straight on weren't turning in, then the weight would look straight on to you. But I'm turning it in, and so it doesn't look straight on, okay? Turning my pinky finger towards that shoulder. Little extra squeeze on those biceps. Excellent job right here. We're right at 3 and 2. And no more to do. Perfect. All right. Let's work those shoulders with some upright rows. Just with those bands real quick. 1 foot or 2 feet, okay? That will guide the weights or the resistance on this. And you're just going to keep the hands below the elbows. Elbows higher than the bands or the hands, okay? All right. Same idea with those weights, with those cans. We're going to bring them right there, mash those hands together, keep those hands lower than the elbows, no higher than collarbone height with these hands. So this combines a little bit of work on our shoulders, on our biceps. Okay, we just want to avoid rocking into this. So sometimes you'll see people doing this and they'll be like rocking into this. Okay, it's like, oh, what are you working on? It's like, oh, shoulders and biceps. It's like, yeah, it looks like you're getting a good hip workout. Okay. Yeah, that's true. You get a good hip workout if you're doing that. So don't do that. Stand tall. Stand tall and squeeze our abs. Okay, we're almost done with these 3 and 2. And that's all we're going to do with those. Okay. All right. Got a different variation of a chest press that we're going to do. And we're going to conclude a little legs in on the action. So a wider stance and toes pressed out. It's going to combine a little chest, upright chest and shoulders with some core. So if you got a weight or a can, bring your hands to prayer, okay? And if you don't have any of those, just drop everything, don't do anything. Just keep those hands in prayer, fingertips facing towards me. All right? So we're going to start by just pressing those hands forward and back. Then turn to the right and forward and back. Then turn to the left and forward and back. And right back to the center, okay? And just keep flowing through that, okay? Forward, right, left, and center. Staying in those legs, rotating, staying tall, hips stay facing forward, shoulders rotate. Excellent. There we go. A little total body move right here. Isn't everything? Excellent job. Last one, and we're done. Perfect. All right, very nicely done. Okay, single arm back flies. Single arm back flies. Just with the tube real quick, let me show that. And there's a body weight version, of course, for this one. So with the tube, we're going to bring both hands right to center, and we'll bring in one hand out at a time. One hand out at a time. Okay, you may need your handles, okay, just based on what you're feeling. Okay, all right. That doesn't feel lovely, okay? It's not the best feel. Now if you're just doing body weight, just bring those hands out, clap those hands together. Same idea, put weights in your hands or cans in your hands and feel something there. Oh, sorry, just one hand at a time, we're starting. We're starting. Now the idea here is to also engage our core a little bit more. Keep those shoulders and hips square. Okay, so try to avoid turning our body as we lift those weights, because then that defeats the purpose of what we're trying to do here with moving those arms. Okay, so avoid turning, stay square. Be a square, stay square. Okay. All right, 3 and 2 and done. Excellent. Okay. All right, so another shoulder exercise. Just a front and a side raise with our shoulders. Okay, with the bands, just probably 1 foot in, 1 foot in. Okay, we're going to come forward and out to the sides. Okay, with the weights in our hands or cans in our hands or just nothing there at all, just bring those arms up, forward and out to the side. Excellent. Good. So hands no higher than shoulder height as we lift those weights, soft bend in those elbows. Excellent job, relaxing those shoulders down and away from our ears. Try to avoid cinching up those shoulders. It makes it really, really hard to do that and get that mobility. Plus it risks impingement. Impingements means an owie. We don't want an owie. Okay, that's me interpreting the English dictionary for you. Impingement equals owie. Yeah, no owies here, no owies, okay? 3 and 2 and done. All right, that's 5 of them. We're gonna shake those arms out. We're gonna do them all over again one more time, but just take a little break right here. I'm gonna get some agua this time in my fancy green bottle. I got green water, look at that. Now, I shared with you the other day, this can also be used as a weight. And then if you find out it gets a little bit too heavy, you got it nearby, you just take a swig. There, now it's a lighter weight. Now it's a lighter weight. Okay. All right, back to the top, cross body bicep curls. Let's load up those guns of ours. Here we go. Bands, weights, or nothing at all, we can just squeeze those arms. There's a lot of value in doing that, okay? So if you don't have any equipment, don't worry about a thing, right? Just squeeze those arms. Let's go, 30 seconds. Good. Again, pointing those pinky fingers towards our shoulders. Excellent job here. Good. Good. And of course, every lift we do, we want to engage our core just a little bit, all right? Just to keep our bodies working, activated, okay? Making sure we're keeping that stability. Perfect. All right, give me 3 and 2 and done right there. Maybe holding on to those same weights, upright rows coming at us. Bands adjust, 1 foot in. Okay, cans or hands, let's get going. Mash those weights together, elbows high. Very nice. Again, hands no higher than collarbone height here, but those elbows staying high. Elbows staying high. That's the key to this one. Okay? Sometimes we talk about this as trainers. We're like, this particular move, it's debated quite heavily in the trainer world. Okay, as long as we're keeping those elbows high, keeping it safe, not overdoing it on the weights, we're pretty good. We're pretty good. We're just fine. Okay? All right, 3, 2, and 1. All right, nicely done. Okay, just one weight, one can, or just those hands. All right, we're gonna do that three-way press. We're gonna do a three-way press, but heads up, we're changing directions this time. Okay, so wide stance, knees towards those toes, bring those hands to prayer. We'll start forward and back, then turn to the left this time, and point forward and back, and then all the way to the right, and then back center. See, I'm tricky. I switch sides. Good. Left, right, and center. Stay in those legs. Stay in those legs. You feel that along those rotations, you're probably feeling that core engage a little bit. Okay, and that's good. That's good stuff. All right. And back center. Good. Left, right, and center. Staying in it. Moving at your own pace, of course. I'm just talking through the move, but you may be in a different spot. Excellent. Last one, and we're done with those. Excellent. Single arm back flies. Single arm back flies. Now the bands, I was a little bit tougher with the bands. You can always switch to a bent row if you want. But cans or hands or weights. Okay? All right, so just a little hinge forward. Bring those hands right there in front, one hand at a time. Squeeze in between those shoulder blades, shoulders and hips. Stay square to the front. Okay, again, don't rotate. Don't rotate. Strong abs. Squeeze those abs. Looking good. Nice. Good squeeze right there. Stability and strong. Stable and strong. Excellent. Okay. A few more moments. A few more moments. One more time each hand. That's one of them. That's the other one. And we're done. Okay. Front and lateral shoulder raises. One more thing to do on the upper U. Okay, here we go. Front and sides. Again, soft bend in those elbows. Okay, we don't lock those elbows because then that puts the focus of all the energy and stress on our elbow joints. We're trying to strengthen muscles, not strengthen joints here. Okay? Keep the stress off those joints. Naturally, if we get stronger muscles, it helps to support those joints and makes those joints feel better. So you ever have some like knee pain or elbow pain? Sometimes that is just a symptom and not the root cause. The root cause might be building up strength around those joints so that those joints don't have to bear as much load. Okay, so it's all about finding that balance. Okay, one last time each direction, and that should do the trick. Very nice. We're going to do upright core today. We're going to stay up off the floor, and we're going to stand tall. Stand tall. Okay? And so we're just going to need just one dumbbell. If you want something a little bit heavier on this, you might feel that as well. I'm going to show two versions of this. One with a weight in the hand and one unweighted. Okay? Can also do a band version as well. Let me show that just real quick. So the band version is the side that we're not rocking to is what gets the band underneath it, okay? So we'll start with our weight in the right hand, and then we'll rock side to side. Feet and knees together, okay? Same idea with the weights in our hand, feet and knees together, and crunch. Now if you just body weights, different way to do this is just to drop that weight and bring knee and elbow toward each other, okay? Need to chair a wall, do that. And that gets a little extra squeeze right there. Okay. So I don't know where you're at and if you've started, but go ahead and get started if you haven't, and we'll get going. Good. Little side standing oblique crunch. So a little technique here. Inhale as we stretch it out, and exhale as we squeeze, bringing those ribs closer together to those hip bones, right? That's what's happening. All right, let's go ahead and switch sides now. So put that weight in the left hand, stretch to the left, drop that hand down, squeeze to the right. And again, now we're trying to bring those ribs closer to the hips on the right side and squeeze that area. Inhale as we lengthen. Exhale as we strengthen. Easy for me to say. Good. Just a little rock, just a little roll. There we go. Give me 2 more right here. Excellent work. Perfect. Good. This next one requires nothing in our hands at all. Good. And so we're just going to do a knee lift and twist. Knee lift and twist. So for just a moment, we're going to be on one foot. We'll start with planting our right foot and bringing our left knee up. So as we bring that knee up, bring our elbows right here. Just tuck them in, okay? And stay tall as we do this. Bring our left knee up and turn towards it. And then just tap that toe back down, okay? Nice. Knee lift and turn. Stay on the left side right here. Left leg moving, of course. Keep those elbows tucked in. And just imagine all you're doing is pivoting your upper body. So you're staying tall, crown of your head through your spine, down to your tailbone. Stay nice and long, turning into it. Turning into it. Okay? Can even bring a little energy on that knee if you want to. A little drive through that knee. 2 more. Last one. Other side. Good job. Good job. Feeling that? Feeling that? Okay. Should be. It's good. Feels good. Makes our body feel good. Left leg planted. Tuck those elbows in. Here we go. Turn to the right. Knee lift and turn. Good. And just drawing that knee up as high as it'll go. Bring a little energy as we turn into it. A little force on that knee to bring it up. I mean, you can bring it nice and slow, but if you want a little bit extra, draw that knee up. Drive that knee up. 2 more. That's one of them. And last one. Excellent job. All right, shake it out, shake it out. We've got 1 more round of those. And then we're going to cool down and stretch. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? We're about through with our workout today. So we're going to take that weight or that band into the right hand or nothing at all. Okay? All right. Feet, knees together. Right hand right there. Good. And now stretch down to the right. And then squeeze to the left. Inhale to the right. And exhale to the left. Working those side obliques. Can I get my feet and knees together? You'll feel more if you do that. Okay? And we're just emphasizing the hinge. We're just emphasizing the rock and the range of motion. Okay, if you're more stable with wider feet, that's fine too. Okay, 2 more on this, and then we'll switch to the other side. All we have to do is move that weight over. Here we go. 30 seconds this side. Stretch to the left and squeeze to the right. Getting that strong core. You always hear me talk about the value of building core strength. It helps make everything else stronger. Okay? It helps with our other lifts. So the leg work that we did, the balance work that we did, even the cardio that we did in the upper body. If everything that we do engages the core. 3, 2, and done. And when we're engaging the core, then we have the ability to do each of those exercises not only stronger, perhaps not only faster, but safer. And that's really the key. Safety. Okay? Right foot stays down, tuck those elbows in. We're going to pivot towards that left knee. Draw that left knee up. Here we go. Boom. Good. Drawing that knee up, turning towards it. Good. Excellent. Excellent. It's not only good just to increase the strength of our core, but how about some mobility through our spine right here? A little rotation. Yeah? That's good. It's good for some spine health. How about 2 more? Give me 2 more. Excellent job. Very nice. Switching to the other side. Left foot on the ground. Right knee comes on up top. Those elbows in. And here we go again. Boom. Turn into it. Squeeze. Stay tall. Stay tall. Trying to avoid crunching. Okay, stay at it. A few more. 2 more. Last one. We done. All right. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so we're gonna stretch it out and cool down. We'll do that from an upright position as well. Okay, so just bring our right heel down, toes up off the ground, and come over the top of that leg for a hamstring stretch. Good. And just feel something, don't overdo it on these stretches, right? Just a little stretch from the heel up to your glutes. I don't break out the J's very often. My Jordans right here. Nice to put on the Jordans today. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Bright red shoes. They're comfortable, relatively comfortable. Good training shoes. Awesome. Okay, let's get the tops of the hips and the quads. So right foot forward, left foot back, both heels to toes on the ground. Stand tall, and then tuck your tailbone under, roll your pelvis forward, stretching through that left hip pocket and down the front of your quad. Both heels on the ground. Stand tall. Good. Same thing, other side. Left foot forward, right foot just steps back a little bit. Sink into those legs a little bit, and then stand tall, tuck your tailbone under, roll your pelvis forward, stretch that right hip and quad. Very nice. Let's come out of that. Let's bring our palms together. Inhale up nice and tall, and exhale, bring those elbows back behind the plane of our shoulders. Good inhale, good stretch of those shoulders and chest. 2 more times right here. Reach nice and tall and bring in those elbows back. Excellent. We'll squeeze between those shoulder blades. Now cross at the wrist, palms together, and drop the crown of the head between those arms, rounding those shoulders and stretching between those shoulder blades. Good. Letting that heart rate come down. We worked hard today, worked fast. Good. And then that left arm comes underneath the chin. Just a gentle stretch across the top of those shoulders. A couple shoulder exercises to make sure we're getting good stretches there. Circle the wrist. And then other side. Other side. Alrighty, there we go. That is Strong for Life for today, Friday. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me and trusting me with your workout today. Have a great day, everybody. Take care.